Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your January monthly forecast. Okay, now let's take a look. I'll be doing your highlights first, and then I'll be doing general finances, love for singles, and health. Now, for the extended readings, it will be available in Patreon, but you can find the link down there below. Alrighty, let's take a look what is going to be coming your way. By the way, if some people will complain about, oh, the reading is long, or the reading is too short. It actually depends what are the messages that are being relayed from the spirits. Okay, so if you feel like the reading is too long, then you can just come back to it, or you can just wait for the weekly grind. Okay, otherwise you may also check out some other readers short readings. Okay, if you feel like my reading is too long. All right. Because it actually depends. Sometimes the reading is too short because that's the only message of the spirits for you, or sometimes it is really too long. Okay, because there are a lot of important things that you need to know right before you go on your journey. All right. Ooh. Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands. All right, Gemini. Hmm. You are fighting, okay? Either you're going through a battle of like fighting for what's right versus doing what is best for you, okay? You caught up somebody who's been like either cheating or having an affair, okay? And then you went on, okay? You left, you walked away. I mean, you thought long and hard about this before you made a decision, but I just somehow feel like, you know, you were just really disappointed by how things have turned out to be. All right. So, and you thought that this was actually the one, from the Two of Cups down to the Six of Cups, and you feel like, how did that happen? I thought that, that person's the one. I thought that I've already met the one that I'll be spending the rest of my life with, but what really happened? Things have suddenly turned out to be like it was only sweet from the beginning, and then it turned out to be sour and bitter. Okay. Now with the Five of Swords and High Priestess, you feel a little bit defeated, but at the same time, you are just following what your instinct is telling you. Okay. So don't doubt whatever it is that you feel on the inside. Sometimes, it's actually paranoia, but sometimes it's also our instinct that's already talking to you that, look, listen to me, there's something wrong, read between the lines, read the red flags. It's already flashing before you. And sometimes just because that we really want to make things happen, we bypassed our instincts. And that is the reason why we get hurt or, fall flat on your face. Okay. Now, exactly, with the Nine of Swords at the bottom line. So you thought that this was actually the one. Okay. This, you thought that this person is, the answer to your dreams, to your manifestations of a true love and the everlasting happily ever after. Okay. Now, some of you will also be moving to a new place or new house, or you are already looking for a new place to move in or selling your place, as part of your, I don't know, it could be part of your divorce or separation. So I feel like you are going to start like taking the first step to the brand new beginning, or to recreate yourself once again out of this person's identity or shadow. All right, so let's take a look. I feel like some of you, the divorce is already ongoing, or you prefer for the transformation to take place first before cutting off the cords? All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Gemini, you're thinking more of a brand new opportunity, brand new job, or it could be you're already looking into a brand new horizon. Now, it's like you're um analyzing how far could you go? How far will this go? What will be the like what are the what do you call this? Like the consequences if ever you're going to take this step or if ever you're going to take this step. Okay. So you need to tread carefully. Do not rush into making any decisions, especially that we are already on their Mercury retrograde. I feel like it's going to be happening around the 22nd. Let me check. Yep. It's going to be in a full swing on January 14th to Feb 3rd. It's fastly approaching 10 days from now. Okay. So you really need to settle whatever it is that needs to be settled. Okay. And I feel like you will be, um, it's like you will be looking more into what could you become more, or, like what else can you do in your life, to make things better. You're looking for a brand new purpose. It's like you're looking for, is this really how far I'm going to go? Is this really where I'm going to be staying? It's like I know that there's something out there for me. I know that I still have a lot of potential to do this and that, this and that, this and that. Okay. So it's like you will be reinventing yourself. Okay. It's like you will be choosing to change a few things about yourself little by little, and then you will be a little bit more observant, self-critical. Like that is how you're going to be doing your growth. It's like a self growth. Okay. You will also be asking other people like, "Oh, what do you think?" Like, "Should I do this? Should I do that?" Like, "Is it okay?" Now, you're still going through a period of betrayal, which is I already told you, could be that to some of you who's already in a relationship, you found out that somebody has been cheating on you, or they haven't been like really what do you call this? They haven't been really honest with you. All right. Now, mm, mm, mm. Now it seems like the person that you're dealing with will be contesting whatever it is that you're petitioning or filing. Okay. Let's see if this person doesn't want to get a divorce. Uh, this person right before, they sign a contract, they want the full evidence. They want, like, show me if you have a proof. Because if it's only like an instinct or like your intuition, I'm not gonna do that, because maybe you're just being paranoid or crazy. All right. So this person will just try to make you feel like, you know what? You're just talking to those voices in your head. Okay. So you're gonna get pissed off, and you feel like, oh my God, like you're really like like you always make me feel like I'm very incompetitive or very incapable of taking care of myself. Okay. And now you're actually making it appear that I am crazy. Okay. So you're going to be walking away. You'll also be either taking the advices of your friends or you will be consulting your friends about this because you're so heartbroken, you don't know what to do, the pain is blinding you, right? Now you will be coming back stronger around the month of Gemini, or around the month of May, all right, or 3 months or 3 weeks from now. And you're going to be working out on something, just to give what this person want from you. And even though it's going to be really like long and laborious work for you, you will eventually get what you want. Okay. The communications, I don't know, whatever it is, what this person is asking. And then you will also be reaching out to your family, possibly for a backup or possibly for some solutions, that they can contribute to the situation. And then that's the time that you'll be moving. Okay. That's the time that either you're going to be selling your place to buy a new place, or you're just going to be moving altogether. And while you are looking for a new house, you're going to be settling in an apartment. Okay. So work right now, you don't know. It's like still waiting for some signs. Okay. You don't know if it's, what do you call this? You don't know if it's the right place where you should be, or if you should just move on. All right. You're also looking for some, I don't know, some possibilities of maybe, okay, maybe that there is something else for you out there. It's like you're maybe, let's just put it this way. You're also a little bit bored, because with your monotonous um like pattern, that you just keep on repeating, and it's like you're, like every day. It's like you're gonna work, eat, come home, sleep, work, same old routines every day. Okay. It's like you can't really see any life outside of it. It's like your world only revolves, with your could be with your responsibilities, with your family, with your spouse. Okay. And most of the time, your spouse is having a lot more fun than you. So you're starting to feel like, okay, how about me? Okay. Anyway, let's take a look now at your. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I already cut this. All right, strength. Wow. You know what? You are very strong. Okay, there is something that you'll be starting. Could be this has been like your idea, your passion. Could be a hobby before, and you feel like, oh, I've always wanted to share this with the world. That I'm really good at this. I know that I can make a difference. This and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. Okay, but you never had the chance to really practice it or really like implement it because you feel like, oh, what if like this, what if like that, maybe I'm just doing it wrong, maybe I'm like this, maybe I'm like that. Okay, so what's going to happen right now is that you will be starting more of a new project. It could be, baby steps. You're going to start it from scratch, create some sample or prototype, whatever it is that you are. I'm also picking up some of you will be creating a bag or something like that. It's like you're going to be working with your hand and you feel like, why is it that nobody's supporting me? Okay. Until that there is an earth sign who will be very interested with your work or ideas. And I feel like the two of you will be talking about, everything, from the ideas, splitting the profit, how will it benefit the two of you, and this and that, this and that, this and that. Okay. Now, Mhm. Mhm. Just make sure, I mean, there's no problem if you're going to be like very optimistic about the whole situation, about the whole idea. And I feel like you'll be very, um, like positive about, oh, this is going to take off. But don't forget, to keep you to be more grounded. Keep your feet flat in the ground. Okay. Do not let your ego get the best of you, eat you up, and eat up a lot of your potential. Because if you're gonna be like an airhead right before you start, it's gonna start crumbling down. You might just regret it later on. Also, do not forget that those people who have supported you when you were still nobody. Now you are gonna start that you're gonna love, the whatever it is that you're gonna be starting, and it's like you're gonna love the the new ideas, the flow of your work, the flow of your finances. I feel like some of you will still be keeping your old job, your old day job, because of course, like while you're starting this business, you really want to sustain yourself, and you don't want to go broke. So I feel like you will be extra calculating, and at the same time, you're going to be positive that this is going to work out. It's like you will be mapping out your, like, what are you going to do, what will be the exit point, if you ever did this, what will be the other plan contingencies, plan A, plan B, plan C, if ever this, if ever that. Okay. Now, to those of you who doesn't want to start a new business, I feel like you will be starting a new project that will be taking you to a whole new different level, to your company. Could be, I'm not saying that you're going to get promoted, but something that you will be starting anytime soon. Could be it's also a presentation or like a competition, or the management wants to see if you have what it takes, to contribute an idea that they can benefit from. And I feel like you will have a lot more advantage than your other colleagues will be presenting. Okay. There is someone around your workplace that you're so annoyed that, even though, I mean, this person acts like know it all, and even though that that this person's ideas are not really original, um it's like they're very it's like they were so trying hard you know to make it appear that they know better than you. And while you're there, sitting back, relaxed, like no pressure, and you're not really letting anyone beat you about this. So your boss will be trusting more of your judgment. And this person's going to get pissed off more because they feel like, okay, what is it with you that I don't have? Why is it that the management listens more to you than me? Okay. So there will be a bit of a competition that I feel like will be adding up more colors to your work life. Okay. All right. Let's take a look now at your. This is for couples. This is also the same as your general. You're leaving a relationship or marriage, probably with a fire sign or a Taurus. You feel like, okay, let me draw all the spreads first. All right, you're gonna be this layer. Okay. All right, you're leaving a relationship. If you're with a fire sign, you're definitely walking away. And for you, this is done, done. It's like this is a done cause. This is a, something that is, you're not going to be putting up with this anymore. Now, if you're with a Taurus, you feel like there's no growth. You try to talk, you try to work it out, but it still falls in the same old pothole. Okay. If you're with a Leo, you've been hearing a lot of influences, naysays, and it seems like even though that there are already a lot of people, who's willing to like give you an advice or opinion about this person that you're with, you're not really listening. You still keep on changing, you still keep on, like proceeding with your own opinion, and you feel like, nah, doesn't really matter, no. All right, now if you're with a water sign, this person will be acting really defensive because they are such a liar. Okay. I mean, this person is obviously doing something to you or doing something right behind you. And they hate it when they're being confronted or when they're being caught. All right. Okay. So, and somebody will also be launching into, somebody will also be lunging into a, what do you call this? Fight. Just give me a second. All right. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, for those of you who's going through a period of like transformation when it comes to your love life, okay? Definitely in general, you're leaving somebody because of a series of deceptions and betrayals. And I feel like for some reason, you will be reinventing yourself. It's like you're going to be turning out your pain into an art or something that is more productive instead of, you know, instead of dwelling into depression, feeling sorry for yourself, like wallowing and crying and eating and isolating yourself, like food binging as well. For you, it's like, no, I'm already too old for that. Only teenagers do that and only weak people do that. I can turn my anger and my pain into something that is, much more productive, could be something that I can make money of. Okay. So you are growing matured, more mentally strong, and more awakened about the things that you really need to do because you're the Queen of Swords, okay? It's like you put your logic first than any other emotional stuff and any other emotional, dealings that I feel like, for you, it's kind of useless. You feel like, ugh, what for? I'm not going to cry over you. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with crying. There's nothing wrong if you're just going to be pouring it out. Because the more you deny this, the pain inside of you, the more it's just going to get heavier. Right now, you can't feel it. It's called denial. Okay, right now you can't feel it. Right now you can't cry because you feel so blocked. Okay, but little by little it's going to be eating you up. So it is much better for you to like keep on crying, like if you have to go drunk for a day, or it's like if you really have to um if you really have to become more um what do you call this? Like become more stoic, okay, or tough, it will somehow eat you up down the line. I mean, right now you can feel like, oh, I'm okay. Nothing's broken. It's fine. Okay. And yeah, and then you feel like, oh, I'm just gonna go out with my friends. Because Geminis are usually like, they love hanging around with their friends, hanging around with other people, just to divert their attention. And but when you go home, let's say even if you have kids, you know, this is something that you are gonna have a hard time, like what do you call this? Like mm, accepting. You're still gonna be going through the Nine of Swords. Like right after having a lot of fun, going in a drinking spree, and then you feel like, yeah, why did it happen? It's like, why did it happen? How did it happen? You know? I mean, somewhere, somehow, there's nothing wrong, if ever that you will be like going through the right process of heartbreaks. But at this point, you are at the stage of you don't want to, you're at the stage like you don't want to, what do you call this? Like you don't want to dwell into any other drama because you have been crying in this relationship for like a long period of time. I feel like you're just too sick and tired of, like dealing with the toxic situation. And not to mention that the person that you're going to be dealing with is not just going to let you go just like that. They feel like, no, give me a valid reason for that. Give me a valid reason why do you want to do this? If you want to be free, fine, go. But I'm not going to be stopping you from that. But divorce? It's already a different story. This person doesn't want to divorce you just because that they still love you. This person doesn't want to divide their assets and pay up for whatever it is. Okay. A bit of an ass. Let's take a look at the extended. What is going to happen with you and this person? Because I feel like this is going to last for like 2 years. It's not going to be easy, like dealing with a person that you really want to walk away from. Uh-uh. They're going to give you a lot of hard times and they're going to give you a lot of like nuisances that no, mm-mm, not going to leave you, sweetheart. You're going to stick together. All right. Singles. All right. Nine of Wands. You are protecting your heart too much. You're being too walled up, cut off, and dry. It's like you really want to release your expectations from love. You will also be traveling. There is somebody who wants to offer you a cup of love, but then you will keep on walking away, escaping, running away, escaping. It's like you just want to be hermit, concentrate on polishing your finances. But then down the line, like right after all of your trips, all of, when you've already run out of places to go, friends to see, people to talk to, work to do, and whatever it is, at the end of the day, you feel like, "Ah, what is this, pile of money for? Maybe I just need to share it with someone, you know? So you're going to be denying yourself in loving or being with someone because you feel like, I can't find anyone who's of a good quality. I'm not going to be settling for less, especially those that are not really working or that doesn't have any work, or especially those that cannot be trusted or they're very shady. Okay. If not, either they're bisexual or they're married. Okay. So the thing here is there is somebody from the past, somebody who's always been thinking about you. This is also another air sign, probably like an Aquarius. And this person has been like thinking a lot about you, wondering like, where did you go? What happened to you? We haven't gotten in touch. There are some unfinished business and stuff, but you just suddenly walked away. See, the problem with you is that when things get rough and tough in a situation, you just easily walk away, you know, throw off the hat and you feel like, oh, I'm done and I quit. Okay. But you just keep on repeating same old stuff when it comes to your relationships, because you know what? You have abandonment issues. You're so afraid of somebody leaving you. So what you're doing is that you leave the person in advance. Okay? Just one little mistake. It's like you were expecting for things to be like very, consistent and stable. Of course, like you just want to see the consistency of a person and their intention in a relationship. But then the problem here is they change. For the first 3 months, communication has been there, aggressive texting, 24 hours. You're always on the phone. Like your phone is like really burning, and even though it's charging, you still keep on talking and talking and talking, sharing everything. And then after 3 months, boom, that person suddenly, like slows down with their communications, and then there will be some red flags. So you feel like, okay, I'm going to look for somebody who can be very consistent and patient with me and can stick around with my attitude or my behavior until that I'm ready, instead of just forcing me to submit and do it their way. I want to look for somebody who's willing to do it my way. Okay. So there is somebody from the past who cannot really stop thinking about you, that I feel like you still have a lot of feelings for. This is an air sign. Okay. It could be air sign, earth sign. All right. And this person is, like as soon as they found out that you're still single, they're willing to do whatever it takes, to win you back again. You walked away from this person just because of a small and little argument, and you feel like you cannot really tolerate people that has no common sense, or people that are really slow, or people that who cannot really just read you or get you. Okay. So it will be happening around the month of February, by the way. All right. Now I will be doing the extended, all right, the sneak peek, which I'll be doing it later on. When I'm done with all the spreads. Okay. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on. All right. Be careful with some throat issues, or you might also start feeling your voice is either it's rough, painful, and coarse. Some of you will also be giving birth, or you are pregnant and you don't even know about it. Oh, by the way, if you're also trying to leave someone, that person will intentionally impregnate you. All right, you also need to heal, not just through physical pain or any medical stuff, but I feel like you need to start, from your family healing, relationship stuff. You also need to learn how to forgive. You cannot just keep on cutting people off, and you feel like you're done, but it's not. You're only cutting off the bridge, but in time that could be rebuilt again. Okay. And time is something that you cannot really stop. Now, you also need to be careful something about your gout, or you will have a problem walking, especially when you first wake up in the morning. Either you cannot really step your, like when you make your step, it's so your feet is so painful, or it's like you need to like stand up for like 2 minutes for you to have a steady gait. All right. Um you also need to go on your, what do you call this, small trip. You're feeling burned out. You also need to increase your immune system or improve it. You also need to go and check out your teeth. You need to rebuild your stamina and your health. You'll be very conscious about how you look like in your skin rather than concentrating in your physical health. Okay. You'll also have some problems being, like concentrating because something has been like bothering you or something that's been like pulling down your energy. Okay. Now let's take a look first at your oracle before I do a sneak peek of your extended. Coming together, blossom, confront, well deserved reward, believe and succeed, and release. All right. The coming together is a part of the family healing. Okay. Like what I said, you have to learn how to forgive. And then that's the time that you will start blossoming. You also need to confront could be your childhood traumas, your fears, whatever it is that you've been hiding. And you'll be getting your well deserved reward right after that. And you can pat yourself at the back. Okay. Believe and succeed and release. Release your anger, release your pain, everything that you've been bottling up. You feel like just because you're not really reacting doesn't mean that you're not feeling it or it doesn't even exist. It's like you are putting the dirt under the rug so that you cannot see it, but the dirt is still there. Okay. So, all right. So let's take a look now at your sneak peek of your extended. All right. All right. Why is it that the person of Gemini doesn't want to leave them? Could be the other way around, this is a general reading. All right, the Hierophant. Mhm. This person could be religious or could be hypocritically religious. Okay. When will this, if ever that they're going through a divorce, when will this be finalized? Will they be getting the right assets or money? All right. Hmm. What does this person still want from Gemini? Mm, we'll see. I got the King of Cups. All right. Let's take a look from the side of your person. Does this person still in love with Gemini? Oh, the Hangman. Is there someone else? The Emperor. Mm, mhm. Will they be revealing the truth to Gemini? Eight of Swords. Will Gemini be finding enough truth to present to this person or enough evidence? I'm getting a lot of cards. All right, what will be the final outcome of this? Prince of Wands. All right, let's take a look at the extended. What will be the final outcome of this? And, like what will be the other cards they're going to be revealing? Okay, because it seems like it's going to be a little bit dramatic and bloody. Okay, well, not really bloody, as in like, there will be full of gore, but it's going to be like, like really dramatic and stuff. But one thing's for sure, this person is still in love with you. Okay. Anyway, so hope to see you at the extended. If not, have a great week. and or have a great month. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone and live in the calls, just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. You may also chat with me directly at any of my Instagram accounts. Okay, Sophia Angel official, Sophia Claire Angel Tarot, and Sophia Claire Angel. All right, blessings to you.